So the new contractor B2 license here in California from the CSLB, I've been asked a lot about this California B2 license and if it's something that is worth pursuing as a handyman. And I think at the end of the day, only you can answer that question if it's worth pursuing for you. I'll kind of give you my take on it, but obviously take that with a grain of salt because everybody's business, everybody's needs, everybody's life is a little bit different. So for me personally, I've been asked a lot, hey Alan, do you ever plan on getting a contractor's license here in the state of California? Personally, right now, I'm a no. But I am closer to a possibly than I have ever been before. But the main reason why I'm a no is because I particularly focus on small jobs. So we do things like ceiling fans, light fixtures, kitchen faucets. Occasionally we'll replace a fence post, we'll replace a gate. Things like that, so small stuff. We don't really get into any big stuff like remodeling a bathroom, remodeling a kitchen. Probably the biggest thing we do in a bathroom would be replace the toilet. So really, by and large, we don't really do a whole lot of big projects. So that is, by and large, why we're not really interested in getting a contractor's license right now. A lot of people say, well, you know, that will help you so you can make more money and this and that. But we're actually doing really well. We got some good systems, some good processes. We got a few technicians out there running around, and we've been able to make a good living by just focusing on the small projects. Now, the thing I don't necessarily care for about any of the contractor's license is they all have limitations. So technically, as a contractor, you cannot do handyman type stuff. Now, what I mean by that is just like the B2 license, it says in there that you are limited to do projects that include at least 3 different trades. So in order to do a project as a B2 licensed contractor, at least the way I understand it, is you have to have 3 different trades. So you have to say go out there and replace a toilet, replace a light switch, and paint a wall or whatever it is. So you have to have 3 different trades in order to do particular work. So that means that if you went out there just to replace a ceiling fan, technically you would still be breaking the law. At least that's the way I understand it. It may not be, set in stone, but that's the way I understand it. So I really don't want to jump through those hoops. I would rather just stay a handyman, do the smaller stuff, and be able to do what I want in that perspective. So we go out a lot, we replace 1 ceiling fan or 1 kitchen faucet or 1 toilet, and technically you could not do that as a B2 licensed contractor. So I don't really feel like it would benefit us very much. Now, if you are a handyman in California and you want to get into bigger things like bathroom remodels or kitchen remodels, B2 license would be a great entry point for you, because the thing about the B2 license, it has different licensing requirements. So in order to get another contractor's license like they had before, is you would have to have 4 years of construction or framing experience in order to apply for that contractor's license. Whereas this B2 contractor's license has much different requirements, so you don't need all of those specialty skills in framing and things like that. Even if you're just applying to, remodel a bathroom, you're not really going to do a whole lot of framing in that. So you don't necessarily need all that that experience. So the requirements to actually get the license are definitely different. They're way more lenient, and they are kind of lowered down to accept remodeling experience and handyman experience. So in that case, the barrier of entry is quite a bit lower, and that is probably the reason why I am somewhat possibly near the maybe we will pursue that. It might be interesting to pursue the B2 license down the road, because we do have that handyman experience. We've been doing this for about 7 years now, and we could definitely definitely apply for that license if we wanted. So those are kind of my main thoughts about the California B2 license. Another question that I've been asked a lot about the handyman laws in California: it's a gray area. I'll tell you that right now. There is so much gray area in regards to the handyman law. And I want to interrupt this video real quick and let you guys know that I have created an Amazon store so that you guys can see all of the tools that I recommend, as well as business books that I highly recommend. The tools is quite interesting. As I was building that store, I realized there's a lot of crazy tools that I've really come across in our 7 years in business. So check that out. I will put a link in the description below where you can check out that Amazon store, see everything that we recommend, and also So I want to let you know, so you don't forget, you can schedule a free consultation call with me at handymanjourney.com/coaching. I look forward to talking with you soon. Let's get back to today's video. Don't take what I am saying as law, because I am just some guy who interprets the law just like everyone else. I don't work for the CSLB, although I have gone to the CSLB many times and I've taken classes from them and talked to many of their instructors. And talking to different instructors, you hear different meanings of what the law means. So the law states that you cannot perform any project more than $500 without a contractor's license. And some people say that, okay, that is you can't charge more than $500, at a person's house per year. And I say that's hogwash, because the law doesn't state anything about a time frame. It doesn't say anything about per year or anything like that. It just says per project. So I don't believe that there's any year cap or anything like that on that particular law, although some people do believe that. So if you believe that, that's perfectly fine. You take what you want to take. Another way of interpreting the law is that a project is like a standalone project. Like a kitchen faucet is a project, right? That's in the kitchen. And then you do a ceiling fan in the bedroom. That's another project. But if someone wants you to remodel a bathroom, that is one project as well. So you can't split that up. You can't, say, okay, we're going to charge you $4.99 for the toilet, $4.99 for the bathtub, $4.99 for the vanity. You can't do that. That's illegal, because that is one project. And the law particularly states that you cannot separate a larger project into smaller projects to get around the law. So the way that we interpret the law is we do small stuff. We might be at a house and we might, be making more than $500 at that house, but we're doing multiple different projects throughout the day. We're doing a ceiling fan here, we're doing a kitchen faucet there, we're doing a toilet there, we're mounting a TV in there. Like, we're doing a whole bunch of different stuff. And again, abiding by the law to the best of our abilities and the best of our knowledge, but also understanding that the law is written in such a gray area that, who knows what it really means. I think the instructors are still, even the instructors I talked to, like, they all had mixed emotions and mixed thoughts on the particular law and how it was applied. So who are we to actually apply it correctly or, understand it correctly? So I think at the end of the day, if they want to come get you, they can come get you. The best thing that we can do as honest handyman is try and abide by the law to the best of our knowledge. And that is one of the main reasons why we stick to small jobs. Like, we don't do any remodeling. We don't even do painting. We don't do dry rot, because, well, what I always tell people, like, they're like, oh yeah, I just got this one board on the corner of my house that's dry rotted. Like, we don't even touch that, because, like, we tell them, like, we could do that legally, but if we tear that off and there's dry rot behind there, I don't want to be stuck in that position telling the client, say, okay, now we got your house torn apart, but we can't help you out, because technically we can't do jobs bigger than $500. So we just turn down dry rot repair. And same thing with painting. We don't really want to get into painting, because that can turn into, the only painting we do is, like, if we'll do a drywall patch, we'll paint that little area there. But as far as rooms and stuff like that, we don't get involved in. We don't do remodels, we don't do additions, we don't do really, concrete slabs or anything like that. We stick with the minor stuff that we can stay below the $500 limit per project to the best of our knowledge. So ceiling fans, light fixtures, kitchen faucets, toilets, things like that. That's what we stick with. And to the best of our knowledge, that's how we stay below the $500 limit here in California. So maybe at some point we'll move into the B2 category, but so I hope that helped shed some light on this California CSLB question and the B2 law and things like that. Again, I'm just some guy. Don't take me for for being God or anything. Take it at face value. Like, do your own research, make your own decisions. What's best for you, what's best for your family, and what's best for your business. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like and subscribe to this channel. And we will catch you guys on the next video.